Mr. Day, you are suing the defendant for $600, you say, for breach of contract. What brings you in court today?
Hi, Your Honor. I am here today because I was acquiring tickets for only the biggest concert in the century for the best artist in the world. I sent a text message in a group chat to my friends about this concert that was coming up. Alyssa here was in the group chat. She's the only one that responded. She matched the enthusiasm that I have for this artist and this concert. We love her so much. She even went with me to get this tattoo in honor of the artist. So I was very.
And Ms. Jackson, do you have a matching tattoo, or you just were there for moral support?
I was there for moral support.
Okay.
Moral support.
Continue, sir.
She's very big on moral support.
Okay.
So she agreed to come to this concert with me. I told her that I was waiting online for the pre-sale tickets.
Yes.
She asked me, yo, how much are the tickets? And I told her, they start $200 and up. And she says, perfect, make sure you get one. I have that in text message.
Why don't you go ahead, sir, and give your evidence folder to my bailiff here.
Sure thing.
You can give him the full folder. Thank
There you
dear.
go, sir.
Awesome, thank you.
And so she agreed to the text message, and after I made the transaction, I called her. I was so excited. I was just like, yo, I got the tickets. And she's like, hell yeah. And she agreed to pay me back for the tickets before the concert. And, I wasn't really harassing her about, paying me back.
Hold on, Ms. Jackson. Did you let her know how much the tickets were? Because I'm looking at these receipts, and these were not cheap tickets.
Right. The tickets were $600 a piece, so I spent $1,200 total.
That's quite a hefty rate. Okay.
A lot of money for very great seats.
And these are great seats? Okay.
Great seats.
I would hope y'all are front and center.
Yes,
for
ma'am.
These prices. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yes. And so we had a conversation. It could have been over the phone, but it was more so. It wasn't really about the price of the tickets to me, because I was more so just happy that she was going to come with me to the show. But she did agree to pay back. So
yes,
I'm saying
so
that.
I'm looking at these text messages here. You text her and say, "Hey, girl, hey, don't forget to Venmo me for the show tickets."
Correct.
Okay. She says, "Yeah, I'll Venmo you before the show." You said that works whenever. Okay, so this looks like agreement on your part, Ms. Jackson, to reimburse for the tickets. But let's go further. Looks like this is right before the show itself.
Right.
$600 coming from Ms. Jackson. I thought you said the tickets were $200 and you were upgrading through your platinum card. Uh-oh, you said, no, I never said they were $200. Ms. Jackson says, yes, you did. Why would you buy these tickets and not tell me the price? You said, what are you talking about? You agreed to floor seats. Those cost big bucks. Ms. Jackson says, I didn't realize it would be $600. The extra over $200 is treating me. So you thought, per this, that was just going to be like a gift or a bonus on his part?
Yeah, usually me and Joe goes out and he always covered the cost. That's why I was shocked. Where did this $600 come from? Joe is a big spender. He's always just spending money. So
Joe got the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my friends take advantage of me. I don't just pay for everybody.
No,
just
you
willing.
always offer.
Okay, hold on, Ms. Jackson. Now, I do see at some point you were sent a request.
Yes, I was.
And what did you respond to said request?
I put a question mark because
You put a question mark, okay.
Yeah, my understanding was we was gonna talk about the price.
Well, where did you, no.
I have
You have
proof
evidence as
yes,
well?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and collect. Let's be
We were
judicial
never
here and-
negotiating
Hold
about
on,
the price.
Mr. Day, hold on. We're gonna sort it out. That's why we're in court. Okay, let's look at this exchange. This says, show tickets go on sale today. Anybody wanna go? So this is the original group chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Only Ms. Jackson responds and says, yes, you're excited. She says, what are prices? You then say, it can be $200 and up. Sounds good. Floor seats. You do say yes. Don't miss them.
Yes.
Okay, so now it gets tricky, Ms. Jackson, because I was really with you when you insisted around inquiring what the prices were. Because to me, Mr. Day, that should let you know this woman does care about the bottom line. She's not just so excited about this favorite artist of y'all that she's willing to blow the bag, so to speak, just to see this person. So she's telling you that she is concerned about the price. Was that
True.
your understanding?
I mean, not really.
So when somebody asks you how much it costs, you think I don't care how much it costs?
Right.
I mean, I was thinking it was in her range. She agreed.
Well, now,
No.
hold on, Mr. Day. What we don't do is pocket watch in this courtroom.
Okay.
You don't know what this lady's expenses are. You don't know exactly what her income is. What do you do for a living, Ms. Jackson?
Well, I'm a full-time barista and I work part-time as a DJ. And Joe, I'm struggling to make ends meet. It's not easy. So no one's ready to throw $600 for a concert. I agreed for $200.
Well, now he did say and up because it's important.
But he never confirmed with me the price. I would assume.
Oh, I'm going to get to Mr. Day in a minute, but I want to hold you accountable for a second, ma'am. When he says 200 and up, that would have been an opportunity for you, young lady, to ask up to what? Right? Because we know the minimum is 200, but it could have been valuable, don't you agree, to know how the maximum could look?
Right, but the same amount of time Joe took to text me that it was 200 and up, he could have got back to me like, yo, I got floor seats, now the tickets is 1,200, let's split it.
Woo. Let's just for a second add some facts here. What if Mr. Day had said, okay, sis, I was able to secure the floor seats as we talked about and got agreement around. Your half is $600. What would you have said at that point?
Honestly, I probably would have thought twice about going.
Could you afford $600 concert tickets, ma'am?
No.
That's just the truth.
I can't.
Now, did you expect, let's keep being truthful here in the court, because you are sworn under oath. Did you expect this gentleman, your friend, to float you the extra money around the premium ticket?
No, I would think that Joe would be generous, knowing my situation, and confront me first.
Now, hold on, Ms. Jackson. It's starting to sound like you want your cake and eat it too. It's starting. No. Let me tell you what it sounds like to the court. It's starting to sound like you want to stay on budget, which the court certainly respects and commends, particularly in these economic times. Okay.
Right.
But that you also want the best premium hotspot front and center floor seats, and you kind of want your homeboy here to absorb the cost of that. See how this is starting to look that way?
I know it may look like that, but true friends have communication.
Okay, now that's a good point. Let me come back to you, Mr. Day. Once you saw that the and up was not double, but triple what you indicated that the baseline price could be to this young lady, did you even think about letting her know such a thing?
Of course, yeah.
And why didn't you?
I mean, I feel that I did. I feel that we did talk about it.
Is there
Where does
another
it
piece of
say it?
evidence? Hold on, Ms. Jackson.
I don't know.
got it.
We've had so many conversations. Like, I haven't documented every single conversation that we had. But
Well, I have what you have documented, and you really only tell her that it could be 200 and up, and the next thing she's getting from you is a $600 request for a ticket price. And nowhere in between there, Mr. Day, have you communicated, because many of us in this room are nodding along with this because we have been in similar situations. Y'all are not the first two friends or couple or acquaintances.
Ex-friends.
You said,
Ex-friends.
Ex-friends, okay.
Whatever.
All right. Let's keep the petty out of it, Mr. Day. But y'all are not the first two to agree to go to an event and, as we say, go Dutch on it, split the expenses. And as such, it's nice when someone is given a heads up to confirm their agreement to the set price.
Exactly.
I
my
understand
point.
that, Your Honor, but the thing is, we're adults, and I feel like we talked about it, and she agreed to pay me back.
Here's the thing, Mr. Day. While you did discuss it, it feels like you only gave half the information. You let her know what the minimum was, which was very important, but you didn't share with her that the and up was not twice, but 3 times the rate that you quoted her. And again, without knowing what her financial situation is, that does start to sound unreasonable to this court. And here's the other piece. You even admitted that you're very generous sometimes with your friends. Are you so generous so frequently, Mr. Day, that you could have, I don't know, set a bit of a precedent or an expectation that you would, I don't know, absorb the extra cost?
I don't think I've done so at all. I've been very, I've actually been standing out for myself because I've had many friends to take advantage of my kindness.
Okay, and
like when we were at the concert,
Now
I definitely.
I'm taking advantage.
Yeah, you take advantage.
Mr. Day, nobody is encouraging you to be some type of martyr to your friend group. However, you do understand that if you start making a habit out of picking up the bill and you got it, if you got it, then you got it. So the court is curious, Mr. Day, do you have it?
I mean, yes, I have money.
Okay, so you got the bag. Mr. Day got the bag, and he's not afraid to admit it. So then I'm curious as to why you in court today. Why are we not just eating it, as the kids say?
Well, I just feel like it's about the principle. Like, if she didn't want to pay me the money back, she could at least came to me and say, hey, I'm struggling financially. Can you
Let me ask you this. I need to know, did y'all even go to this concert?
Yeah, we went to the concert
did.
together. We had a great time.
Okay.
I bought her drinks. We had food.
Here you go again. You know what it almost sounds like, Elijah? You already know where I'm going with it. You know those men that be smiling up in pretty women's faces and I got it, and let me care for you, and I got you, and then they turn around and you know what they say? I can't stand a gold digger.
Exactly.
Man, she in my pockets.
Yeah.
Now, you can't have it both
No,
ways,
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Day.
I don't think it's like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's no funny business going on with y'all two.
No, absolutely not.
Nah, Mr. Day ain't said nothing.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I never gave you that impression.
Hold on now. Now, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen in the court are starting to put it together, right?
That's the kicker.
Are you trying to low-key court this lady and buy her affection and buy time with her to ultimately make a romantic play, Mr. Day?
Well, at first I was interested, but I don't know.
But now you're not because she's not showing up the way you expected.
Well, I just like people of integrity. Like, if you
Oh.
couldn't afford the ticket, you should just let me know.
No, Mr. Day, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. See, what you can't do is make two arguments out of both sides of your mouth. On one hand, you talk about what a gentleman you are, how generous you are, how much discretionary spending that you have available to yourself, and you want to treat your friend who you might sound like have a little crush on. I think that's cute. But then you cannot condemn her, sir, at the same time for not having it, not being able to afford it, when she never indicated to you, sir, that she really had much more than the $200 she agreed to. Did you at least pay him that, ma'am?
He refused. That's why we're here now.
So you attempted to give him $200.
I did.
And what did you
Not
say?
once. She has not once said
That's
that
a
they
lie.
pay me back anything because her text message was literally like, I don't owe you anything. So
Now, is that true, Ms. Jackson?
I did say I didn't owe him anything.
Now, why would you say such a thing?
I only owe him 200. And when I
But
talk,
200 and anything are two different things, ma'am.
true, but 200 is what we agreed on.
But you still haven't given him the 200. Is that clear?
I would have, but he refused. And
Well,
that's,
you know what? It's your lucky day, Mr. Day. Because it's never too late to do what? The right thing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you two came to court today. First of all, do you have any romantic interest in this gentleman?
No, I don't.
But did you before?
No.
Just not your type?
No, we're just friends.
I understand that, but you do hear him expressing that he had some romantic curiosity around you, young lady.
I mean, it didn't make it seem like that. He texted a group chat. He didn't just text me only. It was the group chat.
Okay, so y'all went to the show. You both had a good time. Is that when you sent the Venmo after the concert, sir?
it was actually weeks after the concert.
So way after, because you do have such the bag, you finally realized, oh, girl owes me $600.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how it went down? And when you got this weeks after you enjoyed the show and the popcorn and the drinks and all the concessions, because y'all know them concessions really be hitting you over the head, you didn't feel the need to even give this man $200. We just saw the evidence, man, where you agreed to pay $200.
I'm ready to give the 200, but he
Okay.
refused.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Mr. Day, I do want to encourage you that if you are serious about reining in all of this extra spending and you don't want to be taken advantage of, guess what? That model has to start with you. You need to start setting boundaries around your spending. You need to start setting expectations around being paid back. And you need to let grown folks act like grown folks. And everybody can be responsible for their own expenditure, okay?
You're right.
Now, Ms. Jackson, as to you, we can't go around expecting people to just be floating us, okay?
I know.
Okay. Well, you say you know, but then you also say that you thought that he had it and he got the bag and you just thought he was going to treat you. Ma'am, you said you were good for the 200 on it. You said, I got 200 on it, so I'm going to hold you accountable for that today. The court finds in favor of the plaintiff, however, not for your demand request, sir. The court feels that, going $400 over budget was unreasonable. The court does grant in favor of the plaintiff, but only for the amount of $200, the agreed upon amount. That is my ruling.
This looks like a simple case of someone ducking a bill, but if you read between the lines, this courtroom drama is really a masterclass in how unspoken expectation ruin friendships. The guy went in claiming it was about principle and breach of contract, but let's be real, he wanted to play the big spender, upgrade the seats and buy the drinks, hoping it would lead to something more. But when the romantic interest wasn't reciprocated, the generous guy front vanished and the $600 invoice appeared. She, on the other hand, isn't completely off the hook either, saying yes to 200 and up without asking how high up is convenient, especially when you know your friend usually pick up the tab. She was happy to enjoy the VIP floor seats until the bill came due. The judge actually hit the nail on the head here. You can't front the cash to build favor and then sue when the things don't go your way. If you don't set clear boundaries around your money, people will spend it for you. $200 was the only real agreement made, and honestly, the extra $400 was just the price of a hard lesson in communication. You see, this is actually my take on this. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments and see you on the next video.